Finally, Manchester City have made the signing of Enzo Maresca official. Enzo Maresca has come out to issue an official statement, and the club, being Chelsea, have also come out to leave official message to this regard. Now, pay attention and follow with me, alright? I'm going to analyze this, what it meant for the club, the lessons to be learned, and of course, should I say, the positive side of this whole event. Alright, first off, I'll get straight to Chelsea official statement, and I'm going to summarize it in a nutshell. I'm not going to read it word for word. All right, what the club we are trying to say in that statement is that Enzo Maresca walked up to the mid-season and said he had already reached agreement with Manchester City, a club he was contracted to, long-time contract. All of a sudden, he walked up to them and said he had already reached agreement with Manchester City, that he was going to leave end of the season. All right, and now seeing that, that of course will upset everybody, and it's going to cause unrest in the dressing room, in the club as a whole. All right, now all of a sudden you notice that, bro, this cannot proceed anymore. I decided to resign all by himself, willingly, personal decision, mid-season, after causing some damages to the club already. So the club never sacked him, but we all blamed them for it. We thought that they sacked this man. They took the fall. They never came out to issue any statement because that wasn't the right time. And this is the right time to make the official statement. And already, to some of us, it was already late because we had already blamed them for messing up the season. But we never knew, or little did we know, that this man was the one that personally messed up our season. Because, bro, if you remember vividly, before the month of November, or early November, we were dreaming of winning the league. We were 2 points at some point behind Arsenal. Yes, that's how good our season was going. All of a sudden, when this man reached this agreement with Manchester City, he started to make some experiment that, if you remember clearly, some of us were coming out then to say that this man was experimenting too much. His substitutions, his lineup, and all that. We were complaining. I kept saying that we don't have such a terrible squad to be putting up such results, not knowing what was going behind the scene. That this man was doing the whole thing intentionally. Do you understand it right now? Okay, so now the man left. But what is the gains for us now? Bro, we have made monetary gains from them. 17 million pounds, not be small money to make from a club. That is the compensation that the club is paying us. With undisclosed fee where Maresca as an individual we give to the club. But the official amount Manchester City are paying just for damages is 17 million. Bro, I will take it happily anytime, any day. And Enzo Maresca, the money that he's bringing, I will take it. Okay, now officially, Enzo Maresca is a snake. He betrayed our club. Now, before some of you begin to say that, yes, he made the best decision because he saw a better club that has a better project. Shut up and pay attention. Manchester City, they also made their own mistakes. Pep Guardiola, how many seasons did he spend with Manchester City before he started winning trophies? How many? He was patient. Now he wants to step on what Pep Guardiola had or has built for years. What took him years to build, he wants to step on it and feed on. But this man made sacrifices. He was patient to Manchester City, but you could not be patient with the club for just a year. Because some of you just jump out now from nowhere saying that they watch football, it is not football, begin to talk with you, no. When Manchester City, these billionaires that they purchased this club, how long did it take them before they started to get it right? How long? Our ownership, I'm not trying to back them up for making mistakes, but bro, if you have been through a lot, people like us, some of us don't struggle for life. We don't so we don't know. Say you have to make mistakes before you start to get it right. Anything where you start today, you don't make mistakes, bro. Look at it very well. If you are before when I started doing this football stuff I discussed, I wasn't like this. My energy, everything wasn't like this. I started very slowly. I was shy at some point. I made my mistakes. People came online, they battered me. Now I think I'm improving. If I never made those mistakes, I would not be where I am here today. It happens to everyone. So all you have to do is to be patient with the process. All right, be patient. He never had a patience with us, so he betrayed our club. Forget about us making mistakes. Everyone makes mistake. If you don't make mistakes, you never get it right. But all the same, I think the club's position was the best. Let him go, and we are still saying it. The door is still open for anyone that wants to walk away. Now I heard about what's his name, Gusto, bro. I can miss every player in this one, not Malo Gusto. He can go. All I keep saying, just bring us some reasonable amount. Go away. We will replace you anytime, any day. Gusto is replaceable anytime, any day. Enzo Fernandez is replaceable anytime, any day. Don't tell me that. Cucurella, we have replaced you already. All right, we still who wants to stay. And let me tell you guys, Chelsea, we are going to get better next season. And officially, Enzo Maresca, Manchester City are our enemies from now henceforth. Matter of fact, I can't believe I will be saying this, but I will support Arsenal ahead of them. I can't wait for Chelsea versus Manchester City next season. All right, listen. In summary, the club, that the fact that our season fell off last season was due to Enzo Maresca. He intentionally gave us bad results. He intentionally began to turn things around negatively so that the club would sack him. But they refused to sack him. All of a sudden, he just knew that he could not continue with the gimmicks anymore. He started to resign. He messed up our season. Our season was going all well until he reached that agreement with Manchester City. But all the same, the lessons to be learned from this for the ownership is this: they have to go back and ask themselves, why is it that anyone or some people that are in your club actually doing well in your club want to leave? Why is it that your manager left? Why is it that some players want to leave? These are the questions they should be asking themselves now. Now they will go back and discuss and fix this, because this is their multi-billion pounds project. I don't think even the richest man in the world wouldn't want to be losing such amount of money. So this whole event is good for the club, because the ownership will begin to ask themselves the right questions now. What is it that is wrong with this club that these people want to leave?